Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. If you did, that's awesome, because we're going to kick off the week here on a Sunday night on a 3-day weekend for a lot of you with what is conceivably probably one of the most visually striking errors ever to be found in coinage, and that's multi-struck errors. Now, the way that these things work is that as a coin is being struck, the coin does not eject out of the striking chamber, which allows the press to strike a few more impressions on the coin. Okay, it's a wild, crazy mistake, all right? And sometimes these pass through without fail, and then they end up getting bagged or they get rolled somewhere along the line. And what you see is a coin that is in pretty nice shape. It's Mint State 64. This is actually an example that sold tonight on Great Collections. And while the grade is pretty nice, okay, there have been some of these that have been reported to be found in rolls and pocket change. All right, and I know it seems kind of far-fetched, but if you're an avid user of like Coin Talk, Coin Community, some of those Facebook pages, you'll learn to understand that these coins show up in some of the kind of like the most inopportune areas. Anywhere from getting change back, at a local store or a grocer or whatever the case is, or a restaurant, or simply just going through coin rolls from the bank. Now, the coin itself, okay, will retain its full quarter shape. Okay, it's got the same diameter and everything like that, same weight. It just has the extra impressions. On this particular example, it looks like it's been struck probably 4 or 5 times. I looked at it closely, and the coin definitely is multiple struck. It's just not the 2, but you could see multiple impressions after the first. So again, these coins pop up when you least expect them. If you're out there just to look for multiple struck coins, it's or double struck or triple struck, they're kind of tough to locate, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, because this particular example is a state quarter, I've seen many other examples of state quarters, not just the Delaware that you see here. These all have a pretty good market. At the height of the market, probably 2010-ish, these were selling for between $3,000 to $5,000. Now, the market has come down a little bit on it, only because, the entire coin market is a little bit down because of the position of where we're at as far as the economy. I mean, it's robust right now. That these are probably priced at their lowest. This example here sold for $1,040, $1,040, which in my estimation is a huge bargain. These, errors is one of the most widely collected and widely invested out of probably a good deal of numismatics, and they have a very dedicated fan base. All right, so a lot of people are looking for coins such as this, but it's not just about state quarters. Okay, these exist in Lincoln cents, in which I found a few myself. Jefferson nickels, you don't see them in dimes too much, and you don't see them in some of the higher denominations like half dollars and dollar coins, but they do exist, and those are the more rare type of multiple struck denominations than any of the others. The pennies, I would say, is the most readily available, but in terms of state quarters, you could still sell them between $1,000 and $2,000. Again, how many times the coin has been struck will lead to whatever price, okay, whatever the outcome will be when it goes to auction. The more visually appealing, of course, this one's fantastic. The more that they sell for. Higher grade coins certainly would help. If this was a Mint State 65 or even 66, you could probably see upwards of that $2,000 range for these type of coins. Now, other denominations, in case you're wondering, The Lincoln cents I've seen go for between $100 to $250. The nickels are the next step up. They're like the $300 to $500 range. And then all the other ones are many multiples of thousands of dollars. Okay, that's your half dollars, your dimes, and your dollar coins. So I wanted to share this this example with you tonight. Talk a little bit about this particular error type. Some people get confused about what a double struck coin is or a multi-struck. Usually with a double struck, okay, you would have a secondary strike that is way off center, and then you would have a bulge. It would not fit in a typical coin roll. Whereas this example is multiple struck in the color. They flip around and they get all wonky in there, and that's why you have the huge offset on this particular example. But anyways, that's multiple struck coins for you, with a high emphasis on state quarters. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please give me a like if you enjoyed tonight's content. Stay tuned for the Monday market report that we'll have for you tomorrow morning. We have a special couple highlights of coins for you that I'll wrap up in one report. You guys are going to enjoy it. And, as always, I appreciate your guys' support. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.